This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Yeah. How's it going, Betsy?
You know, just getting so scared all the time.
Oh.
How you doing?
Oh my God, I'm terrified. Terrified every moment of my life. I love
Every
it.
single second of my life, so scared.
So
What's
scared.
going on? What's in the world?
Oh, terrifying. But we have a very fun guest with us today. We're
Yes, I'm so
super
excited.
excited. I just got a lesson in how to say a truly Italian last name.
Yes.
This person fully identifies. They're so hard into their Italian background. Just kidding.
Thank you. Yeah.
We have a fellow HeadGum host of the podcast, Perfect Person, Miles Bonsignore.
Yes.
That
Thank
was
you. Thank you for having
good.
me. That was perfect. Thank you for having me. And yes, I identify as deeply Sicilian, deeply Italian.
Deeply.
Cannolis for breakfast, pasta for lunch type of situation.
Honestly, what a life.
Yeah, what a life that would be.
Not
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. And not to sidetrack, have you ever had deep fried pizza from, I think it originated outside in Napoli?
I don't know that I've ever had DFP, but I do think that sounds great.
Oh my God.
It
And
sounds awesome.
It is.
that sounds really nice, and I feel like it would. Honestly, I guess that's what a calzone is. No.
It's not deep fried. Calzone is baked, but it's made very similarly. Yes, yeah, but
Yeah. Ooh, honestly, now that we're talking about it, really think I'm gonna go get a calzone. Something I haven't had in 15 years.
Fun.
Maybe after this recording.
get a
I went
pizzone.
through a big calzone kick in college.
I love a calzone. It's so comforting.
It was I haven't had one in so long either. Shit, maybe I gotta get one too.
And just if anyone ever sees deep fried pizza on a menu, oh my God. I had it when I was actually in Naples, in Napoli.
Yeah.
And it truly was like one of the best meals I've had in my life. I was blown away that they could do that.
Sure. That sounds so damn good.
Anyway.
Yeah, damn.
Oof. God bless. God bless the Italians. That's what I'm saying every morning. Anyway, Miles, tell us about your podcast.
Yes.
Yes. So I host a show called Perfect Person. It's a call-in advice show where people call me with their problems, and then I call them back live on the show to talk them through, give them sort of live counseling with advice that is enthusiastic and typically pretty bad, but well-meaning. I'm not trying to give bad advice. I find that often it just is, it happens to be not so great. And then actually recently, I did a call-in advice episode for people that had ghost stories. So if people like your show, and then they might want to start with that episode where we called people and they called us with like their paranormal experiences. And we didn't have that much advice on that episode because it's hard to, it's like, oh, get some holy water, cleanse your house.
Yeah,
but
move.
Yeah, move out of there.
Get out of there.
Yeah, but we heard some great stories. But yeah, no, it's a HeadGum show, and it's been really fun to make.
That sounds so fun.
Awesome. And do the questions range from kind of anything and everything?
Yeah, they can be like I try to vary them up. So I typically screen the calls. We get like 100 calls every episode, and then I go through the Google Voice and I transcribe. They're all auto transcribed, and I kind of do them. But we did last episode 2 of the calls we got. One of them was I threw up in my crush's car, and I want to rebound so I can ask them out. And then the other one was somebody who was like, I have a family secret. My niece is actually my biological daughter.
Oh, no.
And I want to tell my girlfriend because I donated sperm to my brother.
Oh, okay.
Because he was infertile. But I want to tell my girlfriend this because it's like a big secret I'm keeping from her. And that was like a more serious call that we got into. It was kind of interesting. It was fascinating.
I immediately had such a strong opinion about what they should do.
What do you think they should have done? And I'll tell you what we said.
Absolutely not, unless their niece already knows.
That's so. What we settled on was you have to figure it out with the parents of this daughter before you go ahead and tell. Because it was like originally I was like, well, you don't want to lie, but then we were kind of like, well, but you don't ever want to create a world where this little girl finds out something that shatters her world unless you're ready to dole that information
from an angry ex, GF, or BF.
That would be wild. You broke up with me, so I'm going to break your family apart.
Yeah. Truly going to create some unnecessary drama.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so the calls range. Sometimes they're really inconsequential and fun, and sometimes they're kind of serious.
Yeah, that's so much fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. It's really hilarious what people will tell you on a podcast where they're anonymous. It's kind of crazy.
So jealous too. All I want to do in life is give my unsolicited opinion, but they're soliciting your opinion. So I'm truly like, oh, what a dream.
Yeah, it's really nice. And honestly, one of the things I love about the show, a natty plug for the Patreon, but I call people back to get updates. So I close the loop. So I give them advice and then they go off into their lives. And like typically a couple weeks later, I'll be like, how did it go? Like what happened? And then that's for the Patreon show.
Has anybody been really upset when you called back being like, I biffed it. It crashed and burned.
Absolutely. That happens actually. And more often than because, often it's people being like, I have all these high hopes for the situation. I'm like, go for it, follow your dreams. And they're like, it didn't work out. It actually did not work out. Somebody actually just called in recently. This was a first, but they were like gonna hook up with this guy, and they were like, it seems like things are awesome and it's gonna be great. And then they called back and were like, one of his friends sent him the episode and he listened, and it like ended really bad. I was like, I'm so sorry for how this went. But she was like, no, honestly, like he was full of red flags. It's probably
I feel
good
if that, right, exactly. The friend doing that is strange.
Yeah, it's like weird. Yeah.
Let's get out of that world a little
also,
bit.
Wow. That's on you for putting you have to move in silence, they say.
Yeah, and like maybe that she shared one too many details about like she didn't. It wasn't her name, wasn't in there. Her college wasn't in there, but it was like the class they were in together. And I think the fraternity that he was in, which he was a fraternity DJ, and there's a lot of problems with with his whole situation before she even called in. But it didn't end well for her.
That's also
incredible.
They did promote it on their own Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right.
probably.
For all I know.
We tagged them.
We tagged the DJ. Yeah.
You got to get your reach out. You know what I'm saying? That's very funny. I love the concept of this so much, so I can't wait to check it out.
So great.
Yeah, thank you. It's been fun.
So
how fun.
Miles, we're going to ask you.
Yeah.
What we ask everybody. And that's, what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Yeah. Honestly, I was looking forward to coming on this show because I do believe. I think that there are paranormal things going on. There are spooky, weird things that are inexplicable. There are probably ghosts and goblins and ghouls. I have never experienced a ghost or a goblin or a ghoul. I have a couple little things that I was racking my brain and I was like, that actually was kind of weird, and I want to. But I've never had like a direct thing where I was like, that was like a haunting that sent my blood boiling. But I've always wanted to.
You never got so mad from a haunting.
I'm so pissed at this ghost. Well, no, yeah. I've always wanted to like go to a really haunted place and be spooked or scared or see some sort of apparition. But I guess that's my question. Have you two seen things that have really made you be like, I'm rattled to my core?
I've heard. The only thing I've done is heard a thing that really got me going. Like really freaked me out.
It was like a voice or a sound or
It was breathing.
Oh,
it was
God.
deep breathing in a dark living room where it was just me and whatever this thing was. And then at the end, a big old gasp in, and I was like, I gotta go to bed, man.
Oh my God, that's
But I've
terrifying.
never seen anything.
I
Gotcha.
only
Except for like orbs in photos.
yeah, which is
fun.
That's tough because it's like there's a lot
It
of
could be
explanations
dust,
for that.
It
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah. Marcy, have you seen something or heard something?
Actually, in this house that I'm currently packing up to move from, I did see like a man in my room, like because we have these beautiful mirrored closet doors that California's famous for, and I couldn't go to sleep, and I like saw. Like I opened my eyes and saw a man standing behind me, but then I whipped my head around. He wasn't there, but I mean, it was so specific. And then I lived in a haunted apartment where I had an experience. We have 3 or 4 other friends who've had experiences
We've
there.
all had experiences there.
Oh, wow. And what were their experiences like? They came in contact, or was it similar to yours where it was like, I saw a flash of a person and it like freaked me out?
That was a totally different place. So I heard, heard him, a man speaking in Spanish at the foot of my bed, and then
Yes.
I had a friend.
And
what?
yeah. I was going to say, friends heard like clapping.
Oh my God, I would fucking crawl
then-
out of my skin.
What did Steve experience? I wish I could remember. There's just so many experiences at this apartment. And then, so I've had people for 11 years, essentially, or 12. I lived there, and then 2 friends lived there, and then they moved out, and then another friend lives there now currently, and his roommate had experiences, and then I had a friend so it's just like one of those places where you're like,
Yeah.
something's up with this place. It's fucking haunted.
Yeah, wow. No, I envy that because I think that I want so badly to be a believer. I mean, I am. I believe that there are things I would love to have this self-experience to be like, oh yeah. And I also actually, and I know it. And I know it for a
Right.
fact because a goblin grabbed me by the ankles or whatever.
Man,
And actually, are they real? Yes, because they grabbed me.
Yes, a goblin grabbed my pants.
I can only
Hold
hope
my
a goblin
pants
grabs your
down.
pants. Both of you tonight, I really hope a goblin grabs your pants and pants you.
I
I hope you both get pants tonight by a
Pants by a
goblin.
goblin. That would be an honor to be pants by a
That
goblin.
would be pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, I guess another thing that it's so funny because I don't think often about the paranormal experiences I have had, but I did when I worked at BuzzFeed for a little bit, and I made this video where I contacted this organization called MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network, which I think maybe the guy that I interviewed was ousted for being some sort of sexual deviant / like offender. I don't know.
Here's the thing: go find any industry where you're not going to talk to the top guy who's been ousted for that. Unfortunately,
It's a
This
safe
guy
bet.
was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah,
corn
no,
dog
but-
on a stick. Good luck. You're not finding any place.
But so I went for the day and I like embedded with them for the day on this case. And the video I think is probably still up on BuzzFeed's whatever, but we went and this guy named Earl Grey, that was his name.
Yes.
He showed me his license. It was like, this guy's name is Earl Grey. And
Funny.
he had a big hat, and I hung out with him all day, and they told me all these stories that were wild. And he was like, this woman, like, and they also had a map of every time someone logs a UFO experience all over the world. And it was crazy because he was like, yeah, you can see this person see it. And he was like, oh, someone actually just logged one 2 hours ago in England. Let's click on it. And he clicked on it, and it was like all caps, like, there's code in my blood, like they're coming for. It was like somebody having some sort of potential breakdown or intense experience. And he was like, actually, let's not put that in the video. It's like, moving
Get
on.
rid of this one.
It's so wipe this like clean. But then we went out to this house. They had found 2 sightings in a similar like location, and so we went to this guy and he explained the story. He had seen a UFO up there, and then we went to this woman, and it was like nighttime at this point, and we sat, and she asked that we blur her face, and we sat in this park in like I don't even know, like east of here in some small town in California. And she was like, me and my friend were in our car and we saw this UFO. And I'm like interviewing this woman. Like I was sitting across from her and she's like, and we chased it down and we saw it. It was right above our car and we looked up and it was so weird. All I could taste was like, I kept tasting like pennies in my mouth. I kept tasting pennies.
What?
And the guy, Earl Grey, was like, he was literally like, that's a symptom of radiation poisoning. Like tasting copper or tasting pennies in your mouth. And she was like, I didn't know that. She was like, I didn't know that. That's crazy. And he was like, yes.
Which would make sense because of the
because the UFO was
right?
right above them.
Whoa.
And the idea being that it would have radiated. And she was like, and then it disappeared. And I like don't know what happened.
Whoa.
It was pretty crazy. That rattled me a little bit because I didn't experience it. But just talking to someone who was like, I don't want anything from you. I don't want to be seen. I don't want anybody to know that this was me because they're going to like judge me. But I would like to share my story. And that was crazy.
I remember an Unsolved Mysteries episode from when I was a kid about like a mom and her kids were driving and they saw something floating above them and then like got caught underneath it or whatever, and like it was crazy lights, they didn't know what was going on, and then like it disappeared and they went home that night and they all got like crazy sick.
Like
fevers and puking and stuff, and that's so scary. And it makes sense if it's like this radiation or whatever it is, like our bodies can't handle that.
That is, you know what that's making me think of? If you heard the stories of like the old lady on the side of the road stories, and if you don't stop to, or like if you don't stop to help her, then people get like really sick afterwards or something like that. Like, that kind of lore that happens. It happens in a few cultures. What if it's fucking aliens trying to like get into your ship?
That is
my
interesting.
Subaru ship.
Exactly. Well, there's also, I feel like when I was there, they told me, I can't remember if I heard this there or not, but the idea of, like family trip, going down the road, UFO, they all see something and then they blink and like 7 hours had passed. And they like are on the side of the street. And I remember, maybe they were telling me that, but I've just heard that be told before.
Yes.
That is so scary. And everyone in the car was like, what happened? Like, we were just, like, we lost time somehow.
That is, because I've heard that a bunch with, like, people who are like, I think I was abducted, where it was, like, hours passed and I don't know what I was doing, or even like days passed or what. That is so scary to me.
Completely.
That is too scary.
Yeah, that's really upsetting.
Unless you're on a bender. If you're on a bender, then I kind of understand.
Then party on, man.
Then party on, man.
You go for it.
But the other thing I was going to tell you guys, because I was racking my brain of all the paranormal things I've seen, and is when I was a little kid, this one was like, this is like an inexplicable thing that I couldn't understand, and I guess there's an explanation potentially. But I grew up in North Carolina in the woods. And
spooky.
Spooky. And we had like all sorts of animals die, like from weird causes. Like we had like a rabbit, and it was like torn apart by like a wild dog. It was like,
my God.
We had like weird things that would just happen. And the first of which was, my dad was my parents were both school teachers, like elementary school. And my dad was gone on this trip to Mongolia. He had gotten this grant to go to Mongolia to ride horses with the reindeer people.
What?
Cool.
My dad is like,
how do you even apply for that? Who thinks to do that?
there was I think he'd read some article. My dad's like Indiana Jones, kind of. Like, he read some article, and it was like, for teachers, you could apply for this grant to do anything you wanted in the world, and you just had to come back and teach classes about it, like to kids.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Kids would be so
totally
jealous. Be like, you got to fucking ride reindeers?
Reindeer dude.
So we went to Mongolia to find this small group of people that breed albino reindeer, and they kind of like, that's what they do. So he's gone. My dad's gone, and my mom is taking care of me and my brother. And there's this giant storm, and we had 2 horses in the field. And my mom runs out there, and she is like, it's like thundering hard. She's trying to wrangle the horses. and she comes back in, and lightning had struck a tree, gone down the tree and up the root, and killed one of the horses.
Oh my
it killed
God.
this our pony named Flowers, and so my mom comes back in and she's crying, and she's just like, our Flowers is dead, and we're all like, oh my God. I think I was probably, I was really young. Lights just went off in the
Oh
studio.
my God.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll keep the spooky vibe. So
Very spooky.
so we're all, me and my brother are sitting in the living room. My mom's in her little dining room, and in this like flash above the coffee table, we see this sphere of electricity, this like big orb of electricity, and the loudest fucking clap of thunder. Like the storm's over our house, but it's like this big orb of electricity and this loud clap of thunder. And then my mom describes it like as soon as that happened, we were like in her lap, like screaming, crying. It was so scary.
Inside or out?
Inside the living room, over the coffee table, was this big orb of electricity, and we both recalled it for years afterwards. We both were like, "Do you remember that?" Oh, and in my mind, I always thought that I was like, "Oh, I must have imagined that or something."
Right.
But then I was listening to this Radiolab episode about ball lightning.
Yes, I was just looking up ball lightning. Yes.
Yeah, and the idea that sometimes, and the scientists don't really know why it happens or what is able to make it happen, but orbs of electricity will happen sometimes in storm. It could be static, kind of like convening in an orb or something like that. They don't really know, but we witnessed this like right after this horse had gotten struck by lightning in this big storm, and it was so weird and eerie and like otherworldly. And I just always have remembered that happened on that crazy night.
That is really creepy.
Yeah.
But
Inside the house is
Yeah, I was
so
like-
creepy.
But also, here's the
I
thing
know.
about ball lightning. So I just looked up, and it can happen inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what? So what the fuck? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
like, but
how does
why?
it just do that?
And they don't really know. From what I understand, it's like, yeah, it could be a bunch of stuff, but it's too hard to study, and it's difficult. I think that it's like almost impossible to replicate in a controlled environment or something.
Yeah, I'm like looking. This is Scientific American. This a magazine I just happen to have around the house. Just kidding. This is from, and this is from like 1997. They're like they literally don't. They don't know what. Maybe they figured it out since the 90s, but probably not because Google didn't tell me anything else. So
That's right. Exactly.
also, I had a friend in college whose horse got struck by lightning. Is that? I think that I want to say that's a common. It's one of the top 5 deaths I've ever heard from horses. So.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think so. And it was like, the lightning struck the tree, went down the tree and up the root of the tree. And the horse was standing on the root of the tree.
Yeah.
But that's where the electricity
They do
went.
say not to like, it makes you would think, oh, I'll seek shelter under a tree, but you should not, because whatever is pointing up could be, could attract the lightning.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But yeah, that's pretty
really
wild.
scary.
Because like that's had to have happened a bunch but like over time, where I'm sure people were like, this is God, or this is some sort of entity. And it is
Totally.
like, it still could be like some sort of fucking weird entity where it's like, yeah, we now have the power to show up and scare some kids. Or like that. Let's go.
Some like portal thing too. Like it's
Ooh.
next time it happens, guys, just try to step through it.
Yeah.
Jump through the ball. You
Jump
get
through
fried
the ball
immediately.
lightning.
Just try to
see what
walk
happens.
through
Just
it
go.
and see
Get
if it's
through
like
it.
the little when you hug and go through the mirror in Strawberry Shortcake Land.
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone knows this reference. Every single
all
person
know it.
knows this
We all know
reference.
it.
It's
We
not
love
we
just-
know it and we love it, and we
Yeah.
would add on to your reference, but we want you to keep saying stuff about it.
Good.
That's right.
Good, because that's what I'm about to do.
Good. We got to hear it.
Growing up in North Carolina, and in the woods, did you hear about like urban legends or like don't if something calls your names in the woods, don't go towards it, like shit like that?
Like a chupacabra, or
Kind of.
I think we did. We would go to we would actually go through weird, like, ancient houses. Like, me and my friends would kind of, deep in the woods in North Carolina, we'd, like, go through the woods, and there's all these dirt roads that were way far out there. And I remember one time we found this, like, totally abandoned house. There was some that were kind of, like, clearly, like, they used to be a house and then things had grown over. But they were really scary. And one of them was fully kind of preserved somehow. For some reason, we went in and there was like stuff on the shelves, and like we just walked through. But we would go through these creepy houses and kind of find little stuff and pull it out and bring it back to our houses and be like, oh, this is this little like perfume bottle from this haunted ass looking house. But
Ew.
yeah, I do think about the safety of that. I was like, we could have fallen through the fucking floor. I think at one point I didn't fall all the way through, but like my foot went all like down through the floor.
Whoa.
And we were like, oh, we shouldn't go upstairs. Like, we're gonna fucking die.
You're gonna knock this whole house over.
I know.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, I wonder, it's so spooky to be like, why'd they just leave everything? Like,
I
what
know.
happened?
What's that
Did they
about?
all just die? Like,
They all evaporated.
they all
somehow.
just poofed away.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I
Ooh.
guess my question for you guys, so you've seen things, you've heard things. What does that affect your opinion about like what goes on after you die? Like, do you think that it's like a big spooky party, or do you think that it's sort of like, I don't know. That's always interesting to me to like bring it back to like, okay, if there's something supernatural, is it a wizard in the sky, or is it, what's going on?
Right.
I think it just opens up more questions, like that we don't know what's possible, and that it would be kind of silly to start trying to pick one path that happens after, when there are so many things that seem to be happening or manifesting in different ways. And it's like, is that your loved one coming to visit? Possibly. Or is it like, are there timelines that overlap? Or is this a memory that exists in the space? Can more than just humans have, that kind of memory? Is energy like manifesting? Is it like, or is it like an intelligent being? Like, there's so many things that obviously these stories have been around for, thousands and thousands of years, since people have been around. People have been telling ghost stories. People have been around billions of years. That's a scientific fact everyone knows. And they've all had ghosts, but science hasn't figured out what it is, other than to be like, we don't know, so it's not real.
Yeah, and I find that there's nothing that's a bigger buzzkill than somebody being like, that's actually, none of it's real. And that's actually, you have carbon monoxide poisoning. That's like such a big buzzkill to me, because I just think it's so, I don't know what's real or not, but it's so much more interesting to try to embrace the unknown and try to wonder than to be like, no, nothing's real. Everything's just a story.
Right.
I mean,
right.
look.
It is. It's so much more fun to be like, why not?
Yeah.
Guys,
like, who
Why
knows?
not? It is like, this podcast has really opened me up to like more and more like, whoa, why not? Yeah, why not have it be a different timeline? Like, I never would have thought of that. And then we've heard so many stories and stuff where it's like, I think that's a different timeline, dude. Like,
Somebody did call into on this ghost episode. They called in. They were like, told the story about how they went over to their family friend's house and they walked. They were like, this is weird. Like, it was sort of this regular thing. They went with their mom, and their mom remembered like events for the day, but they went upstairs. And they were like, went up these stairs, and my friend was like, oh, my dad's asleep like upstairs. They went upstairs, and the dad was like, stairs open to this room, and the dad was asleep in this room. And she was like, oh, that's weird. And the dad had pink eye or something. There was some like, the dad had pink eye was what she said. I was like, that's weird. And then she said the next time that she went to that house, they like left and whatever. The next time that she went, it was a single story house. There was no stairs. There was no upstairs. And everyone was like, what are you talking about? There's no stairs.
what?
But she just remembered so vividly, like, no, I went and I wasn't dreaming. Like, I went there
He
with
had
my
pink
parents.
eye, man. Why would I make that
He had
up?
fucking pink eye, dude. He had fecal matter in his eyes. But no, it was
Whoa.
like, so she just had this weird, she was like, what is going on? Like, there was
Yeah.
an upstairs here. Yeah.
That is so strange.
Yeah, it was really weird. Really
Because
interesting to
it's
talk
like,
to her
even
about
if it is our minds doing it, that's unexplainable. That's paranormal. You know, like,
Yeah,
we don't know
right?
what our brains are up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you do that, brain?
Hey,
What's
brain,
the
why
purpose?
are you doing that to me, man?
Why are you
Hey,
sick?
why are you doing that?
I'm
Why are you
already
sick?
confused enough. Don't make me more confused.
Yeah.
Brain, come on.
I'm trying to process everything as it's coming in. Can we just
Ugh.
do it right,
Let's
please?
Do it the first time right, please.
Yeah,
Please.
please.
Although sometimes when I think about things that I misunderstood, I'm like, wow, I guess
Oh.
anything is possible. Like truly,
Yeah.
like the time that I was really, really tired driving home when I like first moved here and I was a PA and I was like, oh my God, there's a bear, a baby bear is on the side of the road. And it was a fire hydrant. I was like, yeah,
Right.
man, I don't know. Your eyes can really do a lot of weird stuff.
Your eyes
I
can do a lot
That's a
of
good point.
stuff.
There's
Yeah,
rods and
there's-
cones. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I guess I'm also, I want to believe so bad that I think that sometimes, it's like, was there a little bear or was it?
No,
just a
it was
fire
definitely a
hydrant?
fire hydrant that I was like, why did I think that was a bear? Huh, guess I should be driving home some more.
I also think about, I don't know, the alien question of it all is interesting to me about whether or not aliens are here, have visited, or like what do they want to do? And I think that the
Right.
thing I always think about is like there's no world where aliens make themselves known and then like either they kill us or we kill them. Isn't that maybe that's a Stephen Hawking thing or something? But some very smart person said like, yeah, like in the history of how we've colonized every other thing in the world, like there's no world where an alien ship's like, hey guys, like do you want to hang out, and we're not like, let's blow this to smithereens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it would make
Yeah, it
sense
was-
for them to be pretty stealthy then, right?
Exactly.
Yes. They've been watching us and they're like, oh, they're disasters.
Truly, they watch.
Let's not try to make any moves. They they hate each other.
They just have like
This
a
is
couple.
crazy.
Yeah, they have a few streaming services and are like, look, we've seen how this plays out on Independence Day. We're not getting involved
Yeah.
with these folks.
We've
Yeah,
seen Mars tags.
they're watching Independence Day in the shared family room on the ship.
Yeah, they started
yeah.
though with Mars needs more moms, and then they were like,
Yeah.
it's not so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have other experiences that you've or that like weird moments that you're like, what the F was that?
So I don't know if I have other. I mean, I went to the catacombs in Paris.
Whoa.
Cool. How was that?
That was interesting. Honestly, there's something about being in an like right after college, me and my friends went to, we did like 3 days in each place, staying in hostels or whatever. We
Yeah.
toured a lot of like old churches, and I find that is also really interesting where being in an ancient place like that, I feel like makes me feel more like there's ghosts. Also, a lot of those places are usually like pretty religious. So
Yes.
it arises this weird feeling. But in the catacombs, it was like, this is really fucking creepy. And
Yeah.
and also just that there's so much of it that's unexplored, and that like if there was a place that there was going to be ghosts, it probably would be the catacombs. It's
Yeah.
like skeletons and stuff. But no, I found that being in an ancient place like that really made me feel uneasy. But never again, like I never was sort of like, oh, there's a shadow that darted around the corner. That was actually a spooky little witch.
Right.
And I wish one day that I'll again be pantsed by a
It's
goblin.
gonna happen. You're
Tonight,
gonna get
tonight,
pantsed.
tonight,
You
tonight.
gotta keep us
Tonight,
updated.
tonight.
You're getting pantsed. You gotta let us know. It is
Yeah.
like going to these, like ancient, just old places. There's such an energy there that you just
Yeah.
cannot help but feel and like
Yeah.
get a little part of. It's really fun and intense and just like, whew.
Yeah, or like it's also just with the church thing, it's like so many of these, like, I'm not a religious person. I don't know about you guys, but I think that just the history of like, exorcisms and the Catholic Church and all that is like really spooky and weird and strange.
Even like the statues and the paintings are so creepy, where it's like,
so creepy.
You made Jesus look like scarier than the Crypt Keeper. Like,
he's horrifying
come
looking.
on, y'all. Make this a little bit more. If you want us to be rooting for this guy, he's too scary looking.
He looks horrifying in every church. It's like, this guy has been through enough. Like, you're like, this is what we're looking up at. It's horrible.
Yeah.
That's like it's always on the cross, never like hanging out with his friends, laying
Just
down.
like making a table.
Truly, he never like had a picnic. What's happening?
Come on.
Yeah.
Jesus playing patty cake with his boys? That's great.
Yes, come on.
Adorable.
That's what we want to see.
A relatable king, absolutely.
Yes.
Definitely.
So wild. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's spooky.
Have you ever been to a psychic or gotten any kind of divination done?
Fun.
Yes, I have this. Well, two stories come to mind. One, when I was probably 13 or 14, I was in Florida with my grandparents, and I was just like, we're at this restaurant. And this woman she kept staring at me from across this restaurant, and she walked over to me, and she was like, her husband was like trailing behind her, kind of embarrassed. And she's like, "Hi, I'm so sorry. I never do this. But can I read your palms? Can I read your energy? I'm getting this feeling from you." She didn't want anything, too. She didn't want money or anything like that. She was just like, because I've had that happen in the grocery store. So it was like, "You have the most amazing energy. Could you give me $5 and I'll..."
Whoa.
I had that happen one time, and I was like, "No, thank you." But this woman was
You
just
look like a sucker. I mean, your energy is amazing.
An energy that's cool.
Yeah. But this woman was like, "Can I read your palms?" Whatever. I was like, "Yeah, sure. Like, that's fine." And my grandparents were like, "This is weird." And her husband was like, "I'm so sorry." Like, maybe she does this a lot.
Yeah,
but
she never does it except for days that end in Y.
Am I right? But so she grabs my palm. She does like a palm reading, and she is like, "I'm just getting this amazing energy from you. Like, you guys are all going to go on a big trip, and you're going to write a book." And like said all of these sort of like things, and it meant a lot to me. I have not written the book, but maybe I will. Who knows? But that was like really sort of a very I don't know, somebody seeking you out of a crowd just to like get your energy is
Also, gotta be honest, no offense, crazy to be like, I have to tell you, you're going on a trip.
No,
I
it
have
was
to
like
tell you, you might write a book. You're 13. What? That woman, her husband was like, I have to divorce her. I don't know how to get out of this marriage. I've been with her for so long. It's going to be expensive, but I can't be with her anymore.
She needs to be more specific with her storytelling. You're going to write a book, I guess.
I'm sorry, I just
like-
have to tell you, you're going to go on vacation? Oh, really? A kid with his grandparents? You think he might go on a vacation? All right.
Marcy's fed up with
I'm
this
fucking
lady.
No, I get
so
it.
mad
I
at
wanna-
Teresa the medium.
Caputo.
I do want
Come
psychics
on.
to be more specific. Like, I feel like I've had a couple friends where they like have been like, I used a fake name and then I went, and then they gave me like a reading and they knew stuff. And the other time was I had my tarot read by an ex-girlfriend in a relationship that was not ideal, and she redid it 3 times because she like kept pulling bad cards.
About you guys.
My God.
She was like, she was like, "Let's just read your tarot," whatever. She flips them and goes, "I'm actually gonna do it again," and I was like, "Okay," and she did it again. It was like, I'm actually gonna do it a third time.
She's like, it's so weird. Every time I pull a card, it says, I'm going to cheat on you.
No, she did it the third time. I was like, "Okay, I keep pulling bad cards. I don't know what to tell you," and I was like, "It's okay, like whatever."
Wow.
Yeah, she
At
pulled
that
like
time, did you feel, was it a rough patch in your life where you're like, stuff's kind of shitty, man?
No, I was like, that tracks. Like, this sucks. We're in this like not good relationship, and we probably should be breaking up and doing other things.
Oh, God.
But it was very funny though. But that's psychics are fascinating to me, and I'd love to. I've been to, me and that same girl actually went to a psychic. It was like one of those New York City ones that are like it's clear that they live in the little booth. and the whole thing smells like Marlboros, and you go in and you kind of like get your reading, and she was just wrong on every front. She was like, "You're a medical student," and I was like, "I'm not. I'm sorry."
You should be. No,
You should.
I
I don't want to do that.
I went to one. I went to a like a food truck double feature movie showing Scream and Scary Movie at
Fun.
Heritage Square.
Yeah.
That like fun old timey museum thing. It was awesome. And there were some tarot card readers, and also they did psychic readings. And I was like,
Yeah.
let's get a psychic reading
Yeah.
done. And we were all, and my friends were watching it. They're like, we want to watch. I was like, yeah, let's see what's up. And the woman definitely thought I was like a doctor of some sort. And I was just like,
Doctor.
No.
It's because she saw Animal Hospital and she remembers you wearing scrubs.
yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. But it was like, I was like, I should have just done a tarot reading. That's a lot to ask somebody to be like, give me a
Also,
psychic reading.
How funny though to be an actor who has been on television and stuff, and to be like, you sure that's what you think I am, huh?
That's that's interesting.
Couldn't be any. No, you don't recognize me from any other possible occupations, huh? Okay. I guess
Interesting.
my IMDb star meter's not accurate.
All right.
So you think I'm a postal worker? Okay.
Interesting.
And then I like it was just funny and very vague, and it was just kind of like, that's fair. Next time I'll just get a tarot card pulled. We'll see what's up.
I have always wanted to go to that. There's a town where I think it's in upstate New York, maybe, but all the psychic, like almost everyone there is a psychic.
I've been.
Yeah, Marcy knows about this.
Lilydale.
Yeah. Lilydale. Have you been?
Yeah, I've been. I went last summer. I went because I was staying up in I forget which, somewhere on Lake Erie, which is like 50 minutes outside of
Yeah.
Rochester. And we went, and it was really cool. We didn't get a reading though. We just were like wandering around to like look at the town. But like, it's very funny to even buy a house in the town. You have to be a certified member
Yes.
of it's like a religion of sort, like their
Wow.
spiritualist community. So you have to like take tests and be a certified psychic medium.
Isn't that wild?
I love the idea of the test. It's like, what am I thinking about?
Let me tell you, if you can pass the psychic test, those prices for these Victorian big ass houses, we're talking like $150,000 for like
What?
for like
No way.
For like
Marcy,
3
start working on your third eye a little bit harder.
I mean, I am. Trust me.
I
I'm
know you are. Work on it harder. and
boring
get a house.
holes into the middle of my forehead trying to make room.
Yeah.
Not that I don't have $150K to throw down anyway, but maybe if they do a first time home buyer loan or some kind of special
they
incentive,
would.
maybe.
I think this town where you have to be approved to be a psychic would absolutely give you a deal.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Could you just imagine that, like, all these millennials faking becoming psychic so they can actually finally afford a home because of inflation? They're like, honestly,
Marcy,
new TV.
Honestly,
not
I
a
would-
bad idea.
I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. If there was a psychic house in LA that I could get, I would be in psychic school
A
immediately.
psychic
Yes.
community. Yeah. You can't gossip about anybody in the psychic community. That is a thing that I've often thought about. Like, I worry that people could possibly read minds and that they wouldn't tell me, but they can. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no, can you tell?
Right.
Kind of shit
What
I'm
am I
talking.
thinking? Is it about something yucky?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah,
do some-
I
am
think
I-
about nasty stuff.
Am I a naughty girl? Am I very, very bad?
Yeah.
Spoiler, yes.
That's right.
I'll answer for you. Yeah.
That is right.
Yeah,
Always
I'm
thinking about nasty
I'm a
stuff.
little nasty lady.
Let's move there.
I mean, truly, get in on. They have a little ice. They have a little cafes and a little ice cream parlor. It's
There we go.
to
That's so
call it a
cute.
town is it's very, very small. It's very small.
Right.
It's not like the
Yeah.
size of, like a real town. I would say a community of at best.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
As someone who
Okay.
grew up in a village myself, an unincorporated place, so we truly wasn't incorporated, so it would be the village of Watson.
Oh, really? Where did you grow up? Where's that?
In Louisiana. It was just a very, very small town that,
Yeah.
like I said, I think the neighboring city wanted to annex us, and we're like, no, we'll take our 7,000 people and just do our own thing.
Hell
Thank you.
yeah.
Right. Independence.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we don't need no mayor or police force. We'll just do whatever the county.
We have our own militia.
Yeah, trust me, we all have guns and we will use them.
That's right.
I really do think
Pew.
their crime rate for a very small town is a little too high.
Oh shit.
Oh, no.
But whatever. What was I even saying? I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
That's
neither.
awesome.
Oh, just that Lilydale is very small, I think.
Oh,
so.
teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Right.
Also,
Yeah.
if anyone else has thought that a ghost was whistling in this episode, it is not. It is not. It's someone's phone. I don't know whose phone it is. Have you
don't
not
think it's
heard
mine.
the?
No, I actually haven't. That's so funny.
No.
Oh, maybe it
Maybe
is.
it is a ghost.
your phone?
No, my phone's in another room, but
I feel I heard it early on, but then nothing.
that's
My phone's on silent.
Yeah, mine's on silent.
okay. I'm
So
glad
maybe
I
there
brought
is a
it up.
ghost. Go.
There is a ghost, then, guys. They have a cell phone. That is that ghost. That is a modern ghost with a cell phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that is the thing. Like, ghosts now, they're like less spooky because they're not in colonial garb. They're just wearing like Target stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a Target shirt. I'm not scared of you.
Exactly. I know that Donkey Kong generic like video game t-shirt.
That is funny. Of like, if a ghost shows up at your house in Jinkos, you're like, all right, get out of here.
Yeah.
I can't be scared of you. Yeah, you got to be in like Victorian garb for me to be fucking scared.
Definitely. Yeah. Way spookier.
Way spookier.
Like, who's seen a ghost in bell bottoms?
Yeah, it doesn't happen as often.
Or
No.
or a little tube top from the 80s.
Funny little tube
Yeah.
top is funny. Tube top ghost.
Yeah, a little someone looking like they're at a rave in the early 90s. Some party
Yes.
monster ghost, you know?
It's also like
Yes.
now more than ever we have unfinished business. I have like a million unanswered emails. Like back in the colonial times, you barely had any business at all. You couldn't do
Yeah,
that
it was
much.
truly just like eat or like grow food, figure out how to eat.
Figure out eating, and then like what?
And then,
Dust.
like, yeah, dust, and I guess try to keep clean, even though you're gonna get sick and die.
Truly, the easier it was for humans to figure out how to eat, the more silly all wars got.
Yeah, right.
Truly,
Yes.
like, look,
Yes.
if we know how to get food, we honestly don't need to do this.
Yeah, we do not need to fight about this. Let's
No,
just do our own
if we-
thing.
If we can eat and we have shelter, we literally don't have to be doing this.
Yeah,
Right.
not necessary.
But then we get all bored and power hungry, and we're like, yeah, why not? Let's
Let's fight.
just fight.
Fight each other.
Slaughter
We
some
got nothing
people.
else to do.
Please, guys, pop in a hungry man and just be chill. Be chill. Have a mashed potato, Salisbury steak. Calm down.
Oh, I'm starving, honestly. After the calzone conversation now, though.
I know. We got to get calzones and Hungry Man meals. Oh,
I have been
I haven't
really.
had a hungry man so long.
Oh, you know what it is? Because I'm moving, so I like made a deal with myself that I'm not buying any more food
Oh,
until
where
after
you have to
I move.
eat
Yeah.
what's
So,
in your fridge.
I'm like,
Yes.
if only I had a hungry man up in here, up in this bitch. Now I gotta eat some kind of like rice pilaf that's frozen from Trader Joe's. I don't want that.
No.
no.
A pilaf?
Give me some
pilaf.
just brown goo on
Yeah.
some brown meat.
Ugh.
That's all.
Goomy.
Ugh.
Do you have any more stories you'd like to share with us?
I don't think so. I think that taps me out. I saw a spooky movie. Talk to Me. That was scary.
Oh, that was
Isn't it great?
It was so good. It was really scared me. It was scary.
Yes, it's awesome.
I thought it was so good.
It's so good. So spooky.
The kids in it, the actors were all incredible.
Incredible.
Really good. And Australian, which was fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Truly incredible though. Okay, but if you have time, can we listen to a listener story?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
do it. Let's do it.
Nice.
Pull one up.
Pull one up, Marcy.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. Okay, I have a few more stories to tell you. Also, my name is Mariah, and I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I've sent in a few other stories, and after some consideration, I've come to realize I've got a couple more to tell you. And they're very disordered, and they're very dumb, but here we go. Years ago, I went to visit a friend in England. We've been long-time online friends and finally made it real life by traveling 4,000 miles away. And England is haunted. Haunted as fuck. Surprisingly, not as haunted feeling as you would think, considering, but still haunted as fuck. And I say this because the first couple days I was there, we went to visit her church. It wasn't open, but we walked around the outside, and I remember going and standing by this tree and touching the tree and being like, oh, look, an English tree, or whatever. And as I'm standing there, I get the overwhelming feeling that something does not want me there. It's not happy with me, it doesn't want me there, and it does not want me touching its tree. It's sort of akin to the feeling of like being the last one at a party, but you've had too many drinks and you're desperately trying to sober up. But it's like 2010 and Uber doesn't exist yet. I don't know. That's never happened to me before. And this feeling continues all throughout the entire trip. A really difficult trip, by the way, because I didn't like poop for 15 days, and English people eat weird kind of food, and in Canterbury Cathedral, I got my chubby little arm stuck in the bars surrounding like a sarcophagus type thing. I was struggling. And everything is old and big, and it felt really daunting. And this story really should come to a head with like, whoa, and then Henry VIII tried to chop my head off. But this is really anticlimactic. I felt weird when I was there, and that's it. The only significant weird thing to happen was we were sitting around, we were laughing about how I'm a psychic at one point, and my friend says, ooh, I should read your tarot cards. And I was like, oh, tarot, witchy, demons, I don't know about that. Kind of low-key freaked out by it. And she was like, oh, it's fine. I actually don't even know where they are anyway. And I laughed because we'd just been talking about how I'm, such a psychic medium. I turned to her bookshelf, her very full bookshelf, and I point to a random box and say, oh, well, they're in there. Just kind of joking. And she stops and she goes, Mariah, I think they are in there. So of course I said, no, you're pulling my leg. They're not in there. She takes the box down, opens it, and there's the little velvet bag with her tarot cards in them. And again, this story should also end with like the cards being like, ooh, a 12 of swords. That means you're connected with the spirits. Nothing, I don't even remember what they said. So, yeah, that's my story. I hope that y'all are running out enough that you listen to this. Oh, I have a little cryptid story. It's not really a cryptid if it's not identified, but whatever. Years ago, I was driving a friend to school, and the only real cryptid we have around here that's memorable is Bigfoot. I did not see Bigfoot, by the way, so another disappointing story. I'm so sorry. But we're driving in this really uninteresting part of the state. Like, if you saw a farm, that would be an exciting see out here. And there's this one weird spot that has two big, kind of lava rocky boulders on either side. Very odd. And as we're driving between these, To me, it looks like a humanoid man with his legs pulled up, with huge wings, fly from one boulder to another. And we both stop talking, and we keep not talking for a few minutes. And I want to say it was a bird, it was a crane, it was an egret. I've seen those, and I've seen them at night, and this was not that. So we didn't say anything for a long while, and then eventually I quietly whisper, "Did you see that?" And my friend says, "Yeah, but let's not talk about it." And those are my stories. Poop away. Bye.
Not talk about it.
Yeah, come
Whoa.
on, not talk about it. You
Not
gotta
talk
talk about it.
You got, we saw a spooky goblin fly from one boulder to another. We're not going to discuss.
We saw fucking
got it.
Mothman, and we're not going to chat about it.
Talk about it.
I don't get that at all. Also, yeah, this is sort of a triple dip ghost experience.
Right, right. They mentioned there may be a little psychic, so I wonder if in England, a couple of vibes were like, "Hey, look at us," and they're like, "No, I hate it here. I haven't pooped in 15 days."
Yeah, I don't mean to naysay the first one, but she touched a tree and didn't like it. Was that?
Look, Mariah is no Anglophile. She did not like England. She doesn't like that stupid little town. She likes where she lives, and that is it. And she doesn't like any of your other stupid geography. Nope. Keep it out of her. Keep it away from her, even if she goes there.
That's right.
I get it. The food there is, if you're just
It's better now. Like I feel they got the note from the world being like, "Y'all gotta get better food," and they're like, "Okay."
The thing is, the only reason food is good anywhere is if they have something that is like influenced by somewhere else. Like that is the only way food's ever good anywhere. Is it's got some other influence into it.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Except for Italy. Italy's got the good food. No one's complaining about the food in Italy, except for when I went, the sandwiches were too hard and did cut my mouth.
Well, I think it's like you can get bad food anywhere. Like you can go to Italy and get bad food. You can go to especially like touristy places. I feel like it's like, they're ready to give you a bad food.
Oh, they're like, bring out the bad food, guys. We got some some tourists in here.
These people are idiots. Yeah, we got to give them the bad sandwiches with the sharp bread.
Cut their mouths.
Add a couple euros to their tab.
Oh yeah. Wow. What do we think that flying thing?
Fucking Mothman
thing.
Mothman.
Yeah.
Pacific
Mothman, I know,
Northwest.
is beloved in the Pacific Northwest, maybe. But I think Mothman is maybe friendly. I don't even know.
He foretells, like, it's like when people see Mothman, it's usually before a really terrible tragedy, like the bridge collapse that like one of the most famous Mothman sightings was before a bridge collapse, and I cannot think of the city/state.
Oh.
Everyone is screaming. Guess what? Everyone's got Google, and we can all fucking look it up except for me right now.
That's right.
But yeah, I think it is like a warning sign. And maybe like that is good, that it's a warning.
Yeah.
Right.
Or is it a curse?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I gotta look up Mothman.
I will say I couldn't relate to anything like if I saw a monster fly in front of my car, it's all I would ever be talking about. In any conversation, I'd go to the coffee shop and be like, "Iced Americano, I saw a goblin." Joke.
Yeah. Same. I feel it's so like. I feel I would just constantly be like, I saw like a fucking weird dude with wings fly across. Like, and I feel the friend being like, let's not talk about it is also a very human thing. But I would be like, no.
They put me in the loony bin because I'm like screaming in the street, being like, I saw a fucking monster. Yeah.
Yes.
But or could there be something about it when we see things like this that like part of our brain, maybe it's your brain protecting you from digging any
Having
further,
to-
or that
Yeah.
sort of like mystical power about that being like, don't think any more about this.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, because like who even knows? Now, I did look it up. The Mothman Bridge, it's the Silver Bridge. And the reason why I couldn't think of the specific city and states because it connected Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and I think Gallipolis, 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 Gallipolis,
Gallipolis.
Ohio. Anyway, so it connected, and it was in December 15th, 1967. 46 people died. This
Wow.
bridge collapsed. And it came after like people around Point Pleasant had been seeing sightings of a large bird-like creature that they called the Mothman.
Oh.
Wow, that's crazy.
But this one, she just described him as humanoid, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Weird.
nastier, honestly.
Nasty.
Fucking Icarus.
Nasty.
Northwest. A lot of stuff's happening up there.
Just a
I've
lot of
always wanted to
woods.
go up there. I've never been, and I feel like it's probably really beautiful and kind of spooky because it's always rainy and beautiful forests and
Yes.
stuff. Yeah, I've always wanted to go.
They have like trees that are just great witch trees.
Yeah.
Like trees that just look like witches.
Definitely.
Yep. I've only been to I've been to Oregon and like Vancouver. I don't know if Vancouver fits into it, but it is on the Pacific and it is in the northwest of
That's
the
true.
world.
That's true.
Not America, but the world.
The world. Yeah, I've been to Portland and Seattle and Vancouver.
It's so beautiful. So beautiful.
so
It really
cool.
is
Yeah.
like it's a little maybe on the dreary side, but I think coming from LA that
Yes.
seems even nicer.
I know.
Yeah, like
honestly,
a little
I just
treat.
I miss like a little rain. I'm from the East Coast. I miss like rain and just sort of that vibe of like a spooky mist.
Yeah.
I think that would be a nice place to go, honestly, for October. But Halloween month's almost freaking over. I don't know when this
know.
comes
Can
out,
you
but
believe it?
I know it's on its way at
It
this
flew
point.
by.
Flew
Really did.
by like that nasty humanoid.
Ew. Let's not talk about it, though.
Yucky. We don't talk about
We
that.
have to save ourselves. Our brains can't compute it. It'll die.
Nope. Yep.
Um,
Well,
this has been truly a little pleasure. A little tasty little pleasure.
Yeah, thank
Miles,
you, Seth.
thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on. It's a pleasure to talk about spooky goblins and ghouls.
Miles, tell everyone where to find you or your pod.
Yeah. You can find me at Miles Bond on everything, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And you can listen to Perfect Person wherever you get podcasts. YouTube, we got a video version and it's popping off.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Take that bad advice.
Take that bad advice to the bank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants!
That was a headgum podcast.